Man, what's going on, everybody? This is Life,
And this is Adrian.
and this is Just Do the Damn Thing podcast.
Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing. I'ma do.
Welcome back, everybody. This is our segment, Product of the Week. Sorry, that is Product of the Week. Right now, our Product of the Week is our OMG joggers. Originally $42.99, but right now they're $37.99. So go ahead and go to www.theomgbrand.com, hit the store, and just do the damn thing. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing podcast. I think we're on episode 28, right? 29. We're on episode 29. That's awesome. And we just did a giveaway last week. Shout out to my boy Johnny Rockets. He won our milestone 100 subscribers, over 100 subscribers. We have 105 now. So shout out to him, and thank you everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to y'all. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about a review of last year, of 2021, and now what is our goals that we're going to be setting for 2022. So pretty much, what do you got going on? What's the review? What did you do last year? Did you meet any goals that you set for last year?
I guess I'd say the major one for us is we bought a house.
Oh yeah.
So that was a goal that we had for a while. Like we went back and forth with it for a little bit. Well, actually, I should say we officially bought and moved into the house in June. So that was a big one. So we did go back and forth with whether we wanted to move, whether we wanted to wait, and we literally got in our house like right before the market went all crazy. So thankfully we got
It was like perfect timing. We
Mm-hmm.
sold our house right at the time where it was like almost like pretty much our peak of
Mm-hmm.
when we could sold, and then we put our down payment down on the other house before everything started skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Because like I mean we already have equity in our house and we just moved in it.
Yeah. So crazy year on that, but and definitely experienced that I took a lot of learning lessons from. So that was different. But that was a big goal. For me, that was officially my first house that I like bought. I was on the house that me and Joe had previously, but just basically refinance kind of thing. I didn't go out, shop, and pick it. So that was a big milestone, I guess, or a big goal that we had and we accomplished last year. Other than that, to be honest, I didn't manifest any of my goals that last year, to be honest. Looking back, of course, there's things that I think I grew, and we all grow and develop and become better, hopefully. But I can't say any of the goals that I really set for myself that I really accomplished. And so, of course, I'm not a New Year's resolution person per se, but I think we all think like, oh, new year, new start. I mean, even if we don't say that, but we should be, goal, if you have a goal, you should do it no matter what day it is. But
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's just opportune time to do it with the new year. So I do have several goals for this year. So looking back though, I mean,
I
our
think
daughter
that-
is almost 2.
Yeah, almost 2, yeah.
Yeah. So first full year of being a mother, that's a learning experience, and you learn all the time.
Every single day. Watching her do different things and starting to learn new things.
Yeah.
Now she's walking. We have to go chase her everywhere.
Yeah. Well, what about you?
For me, I met a few goals. Of course, the big ones I didn't actually meet. One of my biggest goals was actually making 6 figures last year, and since the pandemic happened and everything, like, it's not an excuse, but
It's a setback.
It's a setback, and I didn't utilize the time correctly to be able to meet that goal. I feel like this year, 2022, I will.
Mhm.
One of the things that I met that I didn't necessarily meet as set a goal for, but it was a life goal,
Mhm.
which is being a part of a shoe company.
Mhm.
And so that is one of the biggest things ever for me, because as a kid, I always, I was skateboarding and I always wanted to be a part of a shoe brand because, I design and stuff. So I thought it would be awesome to wear a shoe that I design.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm closer to that goal, being a partner with Keexs. Shout out to Keexs. Shout out to Jade. He's the owner of Keexs. It's an awesome goal that I met. The one you just said, our baby's 1 now, so that's amazing. That's
Almost
a goal
2,
in itself, almost 2. What else did I set last year? Oh, we started this podcast, which
That was
is
what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely was a goal. I've always wanted to start a podcast, so luckily me and Suelo and my wife here, Adrian, finally just said, let's just do the damn thing, which is why it's called Just Do the Damn Thing. And that's what we did. We just did the damn thing. We set it up. We was like, okay, no more excuses. Let's just, I have this amazing opportunity to work with Jesse, and they opened the doors for us to be able to be here. I was working out of Canoodle Studios for a while, doing all my little things and everything, and they blessed us enough to allow us to work here. So that's dope in itself. So shout out to Canoodle Studios for allowing us to be here and have this show that we now have called Just Do the Damn Thing.
Yeah. So for me, the podcast was a surprise. It was one of those things. I guess you do have those things that pop up where you're just like, it wasn't a goal or anything I even thought about, but it just kind of happened. And so that was a cool, and it's an enjoyable experience so far because I didn't think, I enjoy watching people do their thing on the camera, but I never was like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an actress, but growing up, or even lately, I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Like get on there and talk about whatever, whenever, for however long. Like I ain't got it like that, But I have enjoyed it. It's definitely a learning experience, and I definitely love that we do the podcast, and so that was an unexpected surprise, but definitely a good one. So I appreciate that for 2021.
And then some of the other goals I have for 2021 were learning more about the stock market, which I did do some research, and also cryptocurrencies. So I did do a little bit of research on both of those things. So I wouldn't necessarily say I met my goal, but I did learn a whole lot. I did, get farther in that particular thing because I learned a lot more about it. And now, I actually have money in the stock market. I want to learn more about all the ins and outs of it. So we should probably just get a book on it or something like that.
Gotta start somewhere.
We need to get back to reading anyway. So that's one thing that we could do, is doing that. That would be cool. And then cryptocurrencies and NFTs. I've been on YouTube like all the time trying to learn and listen to what they are. And I thought about later I was gonna hit up Jake to do our anime thing, that series that we're doing, and transform those characters into NFTs.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Won't you explain what an NFT is? I don't think everybody knows what that is.
I can't even explain what it is, but but as of now, I can say that it's a non-fungible token, which is pretty much a currency, and it's pretty much like a document saying that you own this particular thing, like almost like a copyright thing situation, but of digital. It's a digital thing. So if you have this digital piece of art, the NFT says I own this particular. NFT is a digital asset existing on a blockchain with unique signature. The blockchain allows anyone to verify the authenticity and ownership of an NFT. NFTs can exist in different forms like images, videos, music, and text. Even tweets can be bought and sold as NFTs. Wow. So pretty much like I was saying, it pretty much gives you like this contract. The NFT is like, I own this particular thing, and that everybody can see it, and everybody can say, yes, he's the authentic owner of that particular piece of digital art or digital whatever. And then you can resell it just like a painting you would, a painting. So you'd be I think the most expensive one that got sold was like 6.3 million or something like that for one freaking character that somebody drew that looked like a freaking 2D Sega Genesis character.
Wow.
But
Cat was sold. Remember the Cat?
Wow.
Oh, that was crazy too. Yeah.
Wow.
What was it, 36 million or so that it's worth now, something like that.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So all these people have been getting super rich off of freaking NFTs like crazy. Like, I follow a cryptocurrency page on Instagram, and they always talk about like, I will never go back to a regular job. I'm just all in NFTs now and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people have been going that route. Now, of course, not everything's for everybody, but me being an art type of person, and I figured that why not give it a shot.
Okay.
So that's one of my goals for 2022.
Okay, so we're transitioning to the goals for 2022?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that already, because I kind of already.
$590,000.
Wow.
590,000. That's how much the neon cat.
300 ethereal, but yeah.
Yeah. See,
That's crazy.
it's ridiculous.
Over $500,000 for that cat, neon
I mean,
cat.
Bitcoin went up to 60,000. I think this like recently is back down to like 40 to 30,000, 38,000 or something like that. Let's see how much is Bitcoin right now. 47. So it went back down to 47.
But still.
But it's crazy that something that's digital, like it's not real. We made the price point on it as human beings. We're like, look, this is worth something, and that's what everything is.
Yes,
like,
very true.
I mean, the Stream Deck thing could be resold. I could take a picture of that and sell it for $1,000, and people would be like, buy it for no compared reason, just because they can and say that they have it. Just like the thing with the banana situation that we had. But anyway, let's get back to the topic at hand. 2022. What are your goals for 2022?
So I don't want to say, I want to say they're life goals. My number one is to stick to some type of schedule for myself, as far as like getting things accomplished in a day. I want to be more intentional about my time. So, like whether it be working out or or reading or spending time with my daughter or whatever the case is. And I know schedule kind of seems like you should just I don't know. I'm not a person that does well without structure. So as you may know, so at least that'll help me kind of keep on track of what the things I want to do. So within that schedule, it's like working out, obviously, and then making sure I want to do steps and I want to what's it called, habit stack, because I think that's one reason why people like fail at their goals is because they do one thing, or they try to do 20 things at once, and there's something called habit stacking, where instead you do a goal, you get consistent at it, and then you add another on. You know what I mean? Because then it's not like you're overwhelmed by trying to do, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna eat better, I'm gonna drink all my water, I'm gonna take 10,000 steps, I'm gonna sleep 8 hours a day, and you're like trying to do 15 things that you never did consistently, all at once. And then, of course you're gonna fail because you're not consistent in any of those things already. So instead, why don't you take two and start there and say, I'm gonna do my steps and do my steps and drink my water. And then I'm gonna, add on, make sure I go to sleep at 9 o'clock every day. And then,
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the whole thing is being more consistent, period, with everything, and scheduling, actually writing down and scheduling out your time. I know for a fact that I'm not that good at that because my personality is a go with the flow type of person. So like I've always been able to just adapt to a situation at hand, and it doesn't necessarily affect me.
Yeah.
But now that I have so much more going on than we are as kids,
it's more important to be intentional with your time than ever.
Exactly.
Yes,
so because
exactly.
you have so much more going on, wife,
and something's
kids,
always going to be added
at work, and everything's exactly. But that also depends on us. Like if stuff is only going to be added if we allow it to add. Like now we have a bigger house, so now we have more responsibility with cleaning it and all that kind of stuff. We could easily have a smaller house, just like the thing says, live like no one else, so you can live like no one else. Live like no one else so you can live like no one else, which pretty much is live well underneath your means. And it'll be easier to do some of those things because you don't have to worry about working so hard to take 30 different jobs to pay for your rent and mortgage or whatever. But yeah, I think we should just write stuff down.
Yeah.
And you've been telling me that for years. And
Yeah.
I'm finally getting there, guys. I'm getting there. That's my goal too.
And then my second, because within that, habit stacking and scheduling is a lot of little miniature goals. So the second big one for me is being more financially responsible. Now, I've been budgeting forever, like Joel will tell you. Like, I write down every single bill, every single due date, and I've never had issues paying my bills on time. I've never had any issues with money, really. But it's the extra money. So, like, after the bills are paid and after everything's done,
The eating out.
it's the eating out. It's the using that extra money and not having a plan for it per se. So yeah, we paid off our credit cards several times. Like, and the only reason we ever did charge them again is because you get that letter in the mail like, we're gonna close your card if you don't pay something, buy something.
Exactly.
So, but then I'll pay them right back off. And
I still think our K card's closed. I don't know.
yeah. So anyway, it's everything after the fact, and so I want to be better about, because one of my big financial goals is to pay our house off early. Pay my student loans if Uncle Joe doesn't, not this Joe, but Uncle Joe, cancel.
Uncle
then.
Sam?
No, Uncle Joe Biden.
Oh.
I'm waiting for you to cancel those loans. You can press pause all you want, but eventually I'm going to need you to just delete the whole, delete the game,
Nobody owes anything.
I don't want to play this game anymore. Anyway, so pay off my student loans and pay off my house early. But in order to do that, I have to be better about spending money that I think is extra. Like, even though the bills are paid and even though I paid extra payment on my credit card, it's that stuff. It's like, I look back and say, dang, we ate out like 20 times. Why couldn't I just use that money for, we don't eat out 20 times, but if we did even like 10 times or whatever, or you go to like Chef's Noodle Bar and spend $60, you're just like, dang, that was a lot of money. I could have used that somewhere else. So I just want to be better, more financially responsible with my money and how I spend it.
Sounds
and so
like we need to reread Dave Ramsey.
oh no, it sticks in my head all the time. But at least with last year, I started my cash envelope system, in which, if you guys haven't read that book, Total Money Makeover, you definitely need to. But I just wasn't. Yeah. So when the money that you don't, everything you don't pay with your bill, with your card, you put in a cash envelope and you say, this is the money for groceries. Yeah. So once that money's gone out of the cash envelope, you don't have any more grocery money. Yeah. So instead of swiping your card all the time, everything else is in a cash envelope. And so I have cash envelopes, and I was doing really well. I had the money set inside. The problem is, if it's not a habit, you swipe your card when you're like, I'm just buying a coffee real quick, swipe, you know what I mean? Or I'm just buying, Apple, swipe, and so you don't think about it. So now I'm really trying to track my expenses and make sure I cover any, like Joe just went to Target and I was like, what'd you buy at Target? Because I'm already and another one is, and I'll get off and then give you your time, is I'm putting 10% of my savings into my gross income, take home income, into my savings account, which is difficult already because that's a big chunk. Depending on, more you make, the more you got to save. But I need to think of savings like a bill, not like something I should do, but something I have to do. And so those are my big goals for 2021. Just be more intentional with my time. I'm saying it like that because I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to lose 60 pounds, because I may not, but I am going to try to make it more consistent to work out. I'm going to try to make more intentional time, even if it is at home or wherever, and just be more intentional and spend, more quality time with my daughter, take her to the park, stuff like that. I think if you focus on it like that and say, you know what, no, I didn't meet my 10,000 steps, but I did 8. And that was more than I usually have done. And I actually went for a walk instead of not. Then you could say I used my time wisely. I might not have met that goal, but I met the goal of using my time more wisely and being more financially responsible. So there's my tangent. What about you?
It's a good tangent. It's all good.
So this is why we need Suelo here. Suelo, we miss you if you're watching, because you just keep it I think you're the mold here as far as making sure we don't go off on. Me and Joe both like to go on tangents sometimes.
Hey, we like to talk. It's all good. Hey. But no, my goals for 2022, I have quite a bit of them. My goal again would be making a 6-figure making six figures. Again, every year is going to be that until I actually get to that goal, because I need to encourage myself and get hyped about it. And
So what are you going
keep
to do
going.
differently this year that you did last year since that's the same goal?
Mhm.
What change are you going to make that you get it this year versus last year? Or it'll help push you that way, hopefully.
Well, one of the big things is, like, I've been watching Gary Vee a lot more, and one of the big things is not wasting so much time on creating content that takes me 4 hours to create.
Okay.
So, like, making smaller things of content where it takes me like 30 minutes to make the content, and then go outside, be more political about things, as far as, not necessarily political, but you know what I mean, like going out and actually trying to reach the people. Because I've noticed, even in the last few months, I noticed a rise in like how many people get interested in what I'm doing when it's a face-to-face interaction, instead of
People like to be seen.
exactly.
Okay.
Instead of doing the whole just messaging people online, like,
Yeah, because a text
people
is a text. It feels very impersonal.
well, texts actually work a lot better than messaging on social media.
Oh, I guess I just
So-
read the message itself, like text versus talking in
Oh
person.
yeah. But yeah, so like texting as far as messaging someone on social media, but text as far as like phone to phone, phone number to phone number, people actually respond to those because it's still more personal than being on social media when they're not on social media all the time, but they have the phone with them all the time. And then actually calling people, doing better about doing like actual emails, like getting an email list. So every single person that I talk to, try to see if they would be willing to give an email so I can send them things.
Okay. So like a subscriber,
yeah,
or
exactly. Getting
newsletter kind of thing.
Newsletter type of thing. So they get incentive of being subscribed to me, to where I send them coupons and codes and all that kind of stuff for the website. So
I hate signing up for those things. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
like,
a lot
you
of
hate
people,
when you go to a website and it's like, please enter your email so we can send you a whole bunch of junk just so you can get this one thing.
Exactly. But it works for a lot of different people.
I'm
so
sure.
I can't.
For those who are annoying.
Yeah, I can't leave it out, and then also I'm not gonna be as
annoying,
I guess you could say, where
gosh.
I'm gonna send you every single day something.
I end up unsubscribing to so many of those because I'm just like,
yeah.
no, I don't want to hear every 2 seconds there's a sale. I don't even have money like that. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop telling me.
Exactly.
Okay, next thing, six figures.
But 6 figures, that's the way I'm gonna try to get to it.
Okay.
Learning Spanish. I know we talked about that.
That's a good one.
I want to learn
In a
that.
year?
So yeah.
Okay.
The fact that the guy that I watch this on YouTube or whatever, his name is Shalma. He learned Spanish in like 3 months. But again, it's always the managing your time situation. It goes back to that, and actually being like, it's like, make it like a school thing where it's homework. It has to be done and it has to be turned in for you to get a good grade.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. So it's like that. So hopefully, and even if I'm not like super fluent, at least I'll be a whole lot better. I'll be conversational. I'll be better at it.
Okay.
And so what I'm trying to do now is actually encourage all my friends that speak Spanish to actually speak it to me when I interact with them.
Okay.
But that's one.
That's two.
Well, that's another one. That's what I meant to say. It's another one. The other thing is learn even more about cryptocurrencies in the stock market.
Okay.
Then being farther along with this shoe situation, I want to actually hopefully sell so many shoes that it's like, it's stamped in stone that Keexs is just gonna make my shoes. Like, you've been doing so well, that's gonna happen.
So sell enough shoes to get your own shoe.
Yeah,
made.
exactly. So all the people out there, if you guys want to help me, go to Keexs.com. I know this is a plug, but whatever. Keexs.com. KEEXS.com. And then that will help me get there.
What's your code?
My coupon code is LYF12. You get 12% off, and every single time you actually buy a pair, it sends a kid to school. So that's an amazing thing that they do for the community.
Maybe when we get to 200 subscribers or something, we could do a Keexs shoe giveaway or something. There you go. Get us to 200 subscribers and we'll give away a pair of Keexs.
LYF12?
Yeah, LYF12, yeah.
Alright, it's in the comments.
Awesome. Thank you, Jesse. Put in the comments. So hit the link down below, and you'll be able to go to Keexs.com and help me out to get to my goal. Because I designed a shoe. That's a big thing. I designed a damn shoe, but it's okay. What else? I think that's pretty much it. That's the bulk of it. There are other goals, but I don't want to sit here all day trying to go over every single goal.
And you have to, like I said, I think you have to be realistic with yourself. I mean, and say, that's why I say lifetime, because some of them I might not accomplish this year. I might not start this month. I mean, you know what I mean? It's all about saying these are things, changes I want to make for my life, and maybe I'm going to be still working on it next year. But am I still working on it?
The whole point is to continue to try to grow,
yes,
and try as long as you're actually trying to get to those goals. Because if you're just sitting down, not doing anything to get to those goals, that's different than,
or you give up after the first
failure or whatever. Because that's what most people do. They fall on their face, and then they're like, I don't want to do this ever again, so they just stay down.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want to do. So we have to make sure we're good in our mental health, because that's one thing. And then physical health are very connected. So as long as you're good physically most of the time, not all the time, but you'll get better mentally if your physical health is good.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, that's all I got. I think we can go to the next segment.
Well, let us know if you got what your goals are for 2022.
Exactly.
If you guys have any recommendations for anything that we said, we love to hear what you guys have planned, or if you have a New Year's resolution, are you a resolution type person? And yeah, with that,
I guess put them in the comments down below. Any goals you have for 2022, and let us know what you guys did to get to those goals. Yes, sir. Right. So next thing, I think we can just go to Today I Learned. Let's go to Today I Learned. So let's see. We don't have the thing on the stream deck. Nice. This is my favorite segment because I feel like every day we should be learning something. So let's see what we learned today. Babe, you want to take this first one?
Sure. Today I learned when Charlie Sheen announced that he was HIV positive in 2015, it resulted in a vast increase of online searches queries for HIV prevention and testing, which was later dubbed the Charlie Sheen effect. Wow.
Okay.
I'm like, so I didn't know Charlie Sheen had an influence.
AIDS is the Charlie Sheen effect.
Alrighty. I didn't know he had an effect like that. I mean, well, this is a random side note. I did get to go see 2.5 Men, but he wasn't on it anymore by the time I saw it. It was Ashton Kutcher already, but I got to go see a taping of that. That was pretty cool. But I watched the episode of it after, because I hadn't really watched the show before. I was trying to see Big Bang Theory, but that's not one story. So anyway, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I like Emilio, his brother, better, but Charlie's cool though. I like Money Talks. But thanks, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, bringing awareness everywhere,
to HIV.
Wrap up. Be safe. Today I learned is Amaro Prosperi, who was lost in Sahara to avoid a slow, agonizing death. He cut his wrist. However, due to his severe dehydration, his blood had clotted around the cuts. He was able to reach a tribe a few days later.
Wow, that is grim, but it's crazy. Like so you were like, I'm gonna kill myself, so I don't have to go through this. And your body's like, but nah, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care how deep you cut this. We clogging everything.
But also it didn't flow out because he didn't have any water in his bloodstream. So it just clotted. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man, the sun said, I'm drying immediately, everything. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's dark, though. Go for it, man.
Today I learned that in 1954, Betty White, I heard about this when she was alive, actually, refused to remove a black dancer from her television show and actually offered him more airtime. Oh, yeah, she was a big activist like that. And like Mr. Rogers, like, I don't care what y'all say, he gonna be here whether you want to or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Get over
I don't know if people know this, but Elvis did that same thing.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I heard Elvis was racist, but that's another story. But rest in peace, Betty White, the last of the Golden Girls. That's my best friend's favorite show, so I know all about that. Somebody said, and this is a side note too, Betty White dying is not a good omen for 2022.
I know.
Dying on New Year's Eve, she was like, I'm out of here. This year about to be crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Today I learned Times Square was, what is that?
Long Acre.
Long Acre Square until the New York Times moved their headquarters there in 1904. To celebrate the move, publisher Adolph Ochs staged a New Year's Eve fireworks display, and 3 years later organized the first New Year's Eve ball drop.
Wow. Long Acre Square does not sound like it should be that at all. That sounds weird.
Times Square. So it used to be called
Long Acre Square until the New York Times. So they named it after the New York Times. So Times Square is after the New York Times.
Why would that man name it Long Acre Square?
I don't know.
Anyways, that's a weird name to me.
It is. It's a weird name to everybody. That's why they changed it. All right. Today I learned in 2017 a 10-minute song of silence entitled A Very Good Song became one of the top selling. I don't even want to finish this on iTunes because it helps solve the problem of car stereos playing the first song from an iPhone playlist in alphabetical order, giving people enough time to. Wow. You know what this reminds me of? On Pootie Tang when he doing it in the booth and he's recording, he said nothing, and they were like, "Yeah, this is good." Just like a song for 10 minutes of silence is the #1 song. You in the wrong music business. You should have just press record and walk away and come back. You know what else it reminds me of too? ASMR. I don't know why people like that. Just listening to random noises and you're not talking. You're just hearing people crunch on their food and draw and just all those noises. Like they turn up the mic so you can hear all that.
The ambiance
like
that's going on in the room.
Yeah, like people like eat and they'll just eat and whisper the whole time, and people love those videos because it's supposed to be stimulating, I guess. To me that's annoying as heck. I don't listen to nobody. I don't know.
There's a rapper just.
Anyway, shout out to the person that made the 10-minute song of silence. I wish I had thought of that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, this is gonna play myself if an Adams song from Blink-182 comes on.
Oh.
Alphabetically, the first one I have is depressing as shit.
Yeah, you're just like, let me just go ahead
skip
and
this one real quick. Is that it? Well, that's it for today. I learned. That's awesome. Thank you, Jesse, for that segment. I think we will just go into our ad reel because without the ads, we cannot be here.
So
yes,
be right back.
Be right back.
This show is brought to you by Canoodle Studios, and Canoodle Studios is brought to you by South Valley Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Bullies got you down? Don't call mommy, call Tommy, South Valley Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Need a tow? Locked out or out of gas? They've got you covered 24/7 at Extreme Roadside. Contact them at 661-496-1751 and check them out on Facebook. Extreme Roadside, where they don't win customers, they earn them. Let the Garcia family square away your solar investment. Their customers have seen an average of a 20% increase in solar production from a quarterly contract. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Squared Away Solar Panel Cleaning. Check out Mike Dilla's new album, Masterpiece, available August 20th on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, and all your favorite streaming platforms. Featuring the new single, World War III. You don't want to miss this prolific album. Would you like to see your business or project featured on Canoodle Studios? Get your advertisement in front of the customers you're looking for. Contact Canoodle Studios on Facebook for a quote today. Thank you for watching Canoodle Studios.
Welcome back, everybody. Now we're about to get into my ultimate favorite segment, Creative of the Week. This week we have somebody, this is the first time we have somebody that's actually out of town. He's from North Carolina, but he's a very good friend of mine. His name is Lamont Starr with 2 R's. He's an amazing artist. He can rap, he can sing his ass off, man. It's an amazing singer. But he's such a dope artist. He has a song called Run the Fade. And let us know if he did the damn thing. Comment down below. Shout out to Lamont Starr. Let's do the damn thing.
Don't be alarmed. This is just the test. Running the fade. Running the fade. Running the fade. Running the fade. Yeah, you keep talking. Straight to the fade. Running the fade. Running the fade. Running the fade. Running the fade. and you are a fade. I'm in my zone, so stay in your lane. I ain't new money, and you are replayed. Catch your beat, call that blue face. Hit you with a body blow. You lanes make a nigga cold-blooded bitch. Call me Rick James. You can miss with the bullshit, nigga. Old legs. Since I play about your station, nigga, this is not a game. Got my blood rushing, I'm calling you bluffing, you catching this fade. I'm blissing you niggas, and that's on my mama, Bobby Boucher. Running the fade, running the fade, running the fade, running the fade. Yeah, you keep talking, straight to the fade. Running the fade, 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 running the fade. Yeah, you keep talking, straight to the fade. Running the fade, running the fade. Most of you talking, no action, no really, my nigga, you lost. See, you don't know any better, you lame, and I am a boss. Don't deal with you fraudulent niggas, these hands you can get with no cost. Not looking both ways at the street, this what happens when you try to cross. On guard, you're dealing with a psycho. That lean with a little bit of hydro. That green got him thinking of my Geico. Nigga, I'm back, got me feeling like Michael. You heard right, that's not even a typo. I'm so low, give a fuck about a high roll. I'ma leave you with a fucking smoke thigh though. Try me though, bite down like a fucking fido. Running the fade, running the fade, running the fade, running the fade. Yeah, you keep talking, straight to the fade. Running the fade, 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 running the fade. Yeah, you keep talking, straight to the fade. Running the fade, running the fade. I am forever, ever, and you are a fade. I'm in my zone, stay in your lane. Ain't new money, and you are replayed. Catch your beat, call that blue face. This is just the test.
So that's my boy right there, Lamont Starr. Let us know in the comments if he did the damn thing. I know, huh? He's in the, yeah, I know. I just saw him in the comments. He put his hands up, praise, it's all love, my guy. He does amazing work. His hook game is crazy. He has a couple hooks that he's done for me. And the price has gone up, man. So if you guys want to get a hook from him, it's $500 right now. So
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Exactly. Who want to do a versus though? Against Lamont Starr. That's fine. He has amazing track record though, but yeah.
And I definitely think he did the damn thing. But y'all let us know what you guys think.
Exactly. I love the video. Definitely, the video work was crazy. Camera work was good. Everything was good. So again, let us know down below if you did the damn thing. So right now, I think we're about to wrap up. That is all for today. Let us know in the comments again what your goals are for 2022, and let us know what you did different from last year that you're going to be doing this year and that you did this year. And let us know if you actually made any of your goals last year and this year. So shout out to all y'all. Much love. We're going to be tuning out. Like, subscribe, do all those things. Anything else we want to say, man?
Nope, that's it.
That's it. Well,
Happy
we out.
2022.
Happy 2022. Happy New Year's. Deuces.
OMG. Well, we keep going cause the party don't stop. We turn up, doing our thing, just living our lives, and we don't stop. Open mind group so you know we won't flop. We